ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Our men's national soccer team opening up Division C play at the CONCACAF Nations League yesterday at the Thomas E. Robinson National Stadium, taking on Bonaire. A number of chances in the first half for both teams. Neither would convert. In the second half, though, Happy Hall gets the Bahamas on the board. That's followed by Cameron Heppel to put the Bahamas up 2-0. Bonaire would pull one back, but it was too little too late. Team Bahamas goes on for a 2-1 victory.
In the first half, we just weren't able to put away the finishes. You know, it was a game that was a difference of yards. We could have had 5-6 goals in the first half, but we didn't finish our chances, and sometimes that's what happens.
We had the upper hand in the first half. We kept possession. We were relaxed. We're a good team, a young team, you know, with a bright future, and with the old heads, as they call us, you know, putting them in place. I'm proud of how we played tonight, I really am. We have a bright future in the front of us, and like I said in the locker room, and I said in another interview, I think this is the best team we've put forward in a long, long time. So, you know, it wasn't just my goal, it was the team's effort. You know, we all played amazing. Logan, a young player, I think it was his first 90 minutes. Amazing, amazing, and you know that's what we have to look forward to in the future.
I've been on a few teams, and I think this is one of the first teams I've been on where we've played a quality opponent and we really controlled the game. I think you know, from start to finish, I think we had the lion's share of possession. We had kind of the key chances that came from our play and not just their mistakes, and I think that shows that we really have grown as a team, and we can really go far in this group.
It was hard preparing for this trip. You know, the power's out quite a bit because of the flooding. We were turning lights on in cars, training. A lot of us were helping with evacuees and Odyssey. We were on our feet a lot this week. It was an emotional week. So, you know, we're starting the rebuilding process as a nation, and I think this was a good step in a positive way.
With last night's victory, the Bahamas now sitting on top of the group with a 1-0 win-loss record. Bonaire right behind in second at 1-1. They beat the British Virgin Islands 4-2 last Friday, but just couldn't find that same winning formula last night.
Had a round read of the game in the beginning. Bahamas went out with all really good organized, playing through the sides, through the lines, playing passing game, and they were really dangerous.
If we make the few chances we had in the first half, I think it was a different game. But we keep missing, and Bahamas keep getting better, and now we get frustrating.
The possession of them was much more better. They keep playing, keep it simple. We tried to play the long ball, was very difficult. I think last Friday we played a lot of possession from the back coming up, and this time we play only long ball, try to do the difficult way, and must be better next time.
Our national beach soccer team in Tianjin, China, competing in the Goal Fund CFA China Latin America Beach Soccer Championships. The 2-4-2 opening up on Saturday with a 7-3 loss to El Salvador. On Sunday, the Bahamas getting in the win column, taking care of regional foe Trinidad and Tobago 6-2. The Bahamas playing Denmark yesterday. It was 3-3 after regulation. The Danes eventually won on penalty kicks 3-2. Now earlier today, the Bahamas back on the sand against the host. China pulling this one out 3-1. The Bahamas back at it again tomorrow against Uruguay. Back here at home, the two-time defending champion Olivia's Guesthouse Cybots and pennant-winning Gladstone Road Liquor Panthers meeting in Game 1 of the Government League Basketball Championship last night at the AF Adelaide Gym. Cybots jumping on the Panthers early, leading 21-15 after the first quarter. Panthers would go on a mini run in the second. They clawed their way back, got within one, 37-36 at the break. Cybots coming out of the locker room and taking a bite out of the Panthers. They led by as many as 12 at 63-51. From there, though, the Panthers dug deep and they ended the game on a 24-10 run. Panthers taking game 1, 75-73.
This game was very tough. We dig ourselves in a hole, but we managed to get ourselves out of the hole. I dedicate this season to my son, KJ. He died last year, and I tell my guys, the night I ran the locker room and said, listen to me guys, if you don't win this game for me, win this for my son. And they ran up there and they demonstrated that tonight.
It was a hard game. They're the champs, they have good experience, but the Panthers now, we coming.
My guys, hats off to my guys. They played a hell of a game. We scratched, we clawed. Last year, they really outmatched us with their bigs. So we try to get big, we try to add some size to our lineup, and we did that this year, and I think that's what really pulled off the win tonight.
Now for the Cybots, this was their first playoff loss in the last 2 years.
We had several opportunities to win the game down the stretch, and we just blew it. A lot of it, championship game is mental. And down the stretch, when your physicality can't go, your mental have to kick in. And I noticed tonight some of our guys wasn't mentally prepared for the game. You done win 2 in a row, 5 of the last 6. And at the end of the day, I guess they're not as hungry as they want to be. And this team here is hungry. They want to win. They want to ring. And I don't blame them. I can see they're prepared. I can see they're practicing. The game was very well officiated tonight. And, I'm hoping that at the end of the day, that my guys realize in order for us to win this 3rd championship in a row for 2nd straight time, we have to come to practice and we have to prepare and take the game serious and win game 2.
Jonquel Jones has captured her first piece of hardware for the 2019 WNBA postseason. The league announced yesterday that the Connecticut Sun Center won one of the league's Peak Performer Awards, and she'll receive a trophy crafted by Tiffany & Co. Jonquel led the WNBA in rebounding this season at 9.7 per game. Now, by virtue of having the 2nd best record in the league, the Sun have received a bye to the semifinal round of the playoffs. After pledging $100,000 of his own money to help with hurricane relief, DeAndre Ayton now working with the Phoenix Suns to collect supplies and donations to send to the Bahamas. Ayton and his family are hosting a donation drive tonight at the 2 Fry's food store locations in Phoenix. They are asking Suns fans to donate toiletries, diapers, baby wipes, first aid kits, cleaning supplies, canned goods, box fans, leather working gloves, hand sanitizers, non-perishable food items, water, and generators, along with monetary donations. Charlotte Hornets owner and 6-time NBA champ Michael Jordan pledging $1 million to organizations to assist with Hurricane Dorian relief efforts in the Bahamas. Jordan, who owns property and frequently visits the Bahamas, says as the recovery and relief efforts continue, he will be tracking the situation closely and working to identify nonprofit agencies where the funds will have the most impact. From the minor league baseball diamond, Todd Isaacs and Grand Junction, they watched their season come to an end last night after getting swept by Ogden in the first round of the playoffs. Todd finishing up 0 for 2, Grand Junction losing game 2 6-5. Now before the game, Todd bringing awareness to hurricane relief as well, as the Northern Bahamas still continues to deal with the effects of Hurricane Dorian. The World Senior Bowling Championships have come to a close in Las Vegas. On the ladies' side, Janice Hoyt, the top Bahamian, finishing 56 with 3,184 pins and a 177 average. Paula Hart's 95th, 2,803 pins and a 156 average. Florida Mae Wilson was 98th with 2,646 pins, while Angie Smith was 99th, 2,636 pins. On the men's side, Kevin Williams leading the Bahamian contingent. He was in 95th, 3,373 pins, a 187 average. Kendrick Brathwaite was following closely behind in 97th, 3,359 pins, also a 187 average. Yul Hoyt was 131st with 3,216 pins and a 179 average. Greg Taylor in 144th, 3,070 pins and a 171 average. Well, week 1 in the NFL, all history now. Bahamian descendant Philip Dorsett playing a key role for the New England Patriots as they start defense of their title with a blowout win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Up next for the Patriots now in week 2, the Miami Dolphins, who opened with their worst home loss in franchise history, a 59-10 drubbing by Baltimore. Now in week 2, the Patriots will add talented but disgruntled wide receiver Antonio Brown to the mix, and Dorsett says he doesn't believe it will affect his touches or the team camaraderie.
This is a team, and we know he's coming in. We have great camaraderie in the room, and we look forward to adding him to it. We know what he is. We know he's a hard worker, and we know what we're gonna get. So we just got to get him up to speed, and I feel like it can be great for us.
And that will do it for sports. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.